Hey, hey, friends. Welcome to the final campfire for Sublimation plus DTF Camp 2024. We are so glad to see you here. We are exhausted. I'm sure you guys are like doing okay, but Angie and I are tired because running a camp is a lot. But we are so glad to be here for this live. We love chatting with you. We love chatting with each other. And already I noticed I have not turned off my messaging programs and it's making noise. So let me do that. Angie, you take over for a second.
Yeah, so we're gonna informally just chat about like how camp has gone. Your favorite, we want to like hear about your favorite classes, what you liked about camp, like all those type of good things. And then we also decided last minute that we're gonna give away another all access pass in the live. So probably about 45 minutes, I would guess, something like that. We'll give it away. And any comment in the live chat does count. So you can tell us where you're from. You can tell us what classes you liked. You can give a shout out to a counselor that you liked. Any comment counts as an entry.
And if you already bought your all access pass, we'll refund it. And if you haven't bought your all access pass, we'll give you one.
Yeah. And so we have got shoestrings. Yes. So Nancy said she loved the shoestrings. The shoestrings were a free class today. So if you are like somehow randomly stumbling on this video, Sublimation Camp went from May 2nd to May 4th, and it ends at the free ticket ends at 9 a.m. Eastern time in the morning on May 5th. So there is still time if you're like, I just want to watch the class on shoestrings, because whoever thought I could sublimate shoestrings, sublimationcamp.com, or there's a QR code in the corner and you can go ahead and watch that class.
Such a fun, I feel like the number of things we could sublimate at the last sublimation camp and the number of things we could sublimate at this sublimation camp has like grown drastically just in the last year.
Yeah, Steph has made me want some shoestrings.
I was like, do I even have any shoes that I would use shoelaces with? I'm not sure.
Like, I don't even have shoes that tie, and I'm trying to figure out how this would work.
Well, can I just put them in my Birkenstocks? That's really what I need.
Oh, and Connie said she went to buy shoelaces today to try the process. So there you go. But they would make cute gifts. She has like a little card for free, and you can like wrap them in the card. So if you can think about people that would love, crazy, wild shoelaces, that might be the class for you.
I feel like this is awesome. Oh my God, this chat is moving so quickly. So
yes,
we have on
this
the back
is going to move so quickly. So
Yeah.
if you're asking a question and we're not answering it, you might want to ask it again at some point.
Especially because on the back end here, Angie and I can see the comments from both of our channels. So you think it's moving fast for you, it's moving doubly fast for us.
Yes, lots of things. So I see like some people saying they love the DTF classes. We are so glad. So this year we added DTF printing to Sublimation Camp. It's a new technology. We felt like a lot of people are talking about it, but not a lot of people had all the information. So we added just some like basic DTF classes just to like get you started with DTF.
I feel like that was some good information for people.
And I did see Delonda was here earlier, and someone says, I cannot wait to try the rhinestones. So Delonda combined rhinestones with sublimation. So adding bling to a sublimation. I think she made shirts, but yeah, amazing. And I think you could do that on all kinds of things, like a bag. I could see that.
Totally. Yeah, people were loving her in the Facebook group today. I was like, look at all these compliments for Delonda.
We love Delonda as well, so.
Oh, shoelaces for your grandsons? Perfect. I feel like my boys would just die for some. But then I'd have to teach them to tie their shoes, which is probably something I should teach them anyway.
Yeah. Well, you could put like their names on the shoelaces. You could sublimate their names.
Tell their shoes apart, because right now
yes,
they just wear
they're twins.
They're twins. I'm like, when are you going to get your own stuff, guys? All right.
Someone mentioned the inflated prints, and that was Jamila. And I think that was yesterday. She like taught how to like make inflated sublimation prints. I feel like that is still super popular, and I have not tried it yet at all.
I know how to use Illustrator, and I do not know how to do that. So I'm looking forward to actually watching that class. Let's see.
And I see some like loved Ellie Mae's class. I've seen a ton of that in the Facebook group. So that was using Silhouette Studio to do like different templates and resize designs and different things like that. So if you were ever like me and need to know more about Silhouette Studio, that was a great class.
It's good because it's free, and there's I do a lot in Photoshop for sublimation, but y'all get mad at me because it costs, and I understand. So a lot of times I'm like, I need a freer option.
Oh, yeah, somebody said something about learning Spark, and that was from Creative Fabrica.
Yep.
And I also need to learn that. Like, I love Creative Fabrica for their designs, but I have not used Spark. Just kind of seen it,
There's
glossed over
not
it,
Spark,
haven't
there's
jumped
Studio.
in. Oh,
Studio, not
it's
Spark.
called Studio.
Yeah.
Yes. Is Spark their AI?
Spark's their AI, yeah.
Okay.
I want to shout out to Caesar there with their easy subly. Very fun. Good
Yeah,
class.
Patrick does a great job. So,
And they had options for people without printers, which is good too. I say this every day, Diane. Now I want to learn Procreate. That is basically the refrain of my life. And have I learned Procreate? No, because I'm doing too many other things, but it's on
I
my
feel
list.
like I dabble in Procreate, but I am no Jen at Procreate.
No. Oh, yes. Amy Romeo's faux leather earrings. Gorgeous. She made such beautiful earrings. I mean, she always makes beautiful earrings, but these were like extra, extra beautiful. So wonderful. I like that people are calling out our sponsors. That makes me feel good to be like, yeah.
Yay. They did such a good job. And just so you all know, even with the free pass, the sponsor coupon codes go until the end of the month. So they go until May 31st. So if you're like, you just got the free pass, you can come back. We'll leave those coupon codes up. You can come back, just save that link, and you can use the coupon codes for any of the sponsors until the 31st. So if you decide like next week, I really want that Caesar Easy Subly from Heat Transfer Warehouse, come back and grab a code.
Yeah. And let's go ahead. And if Crystal is somewhere, I think she's listening, Crystal's going to drop the free link. So if you're still like, I want to see the rest of the classes, you can just watch them via this link, hopefully that she can drop. And then Angie can drop it in her own.
Drop it.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you're dropping it. Yeah,
yes,
sorry.
I'll drop it in mine and Crystal will drop it in yours. Let's see.
Sounds good. Oh, yes, the hydro dipping that Naomi did. She's such a good teacher and she has so much enthusiasm. I love her. It's another really good sublimation project to do without a printer.
Yes. And so that one used Artistry Inks, which is another one of our sponsors. Another coupon codes. If you're like, I want to try that technique from Naomi, be sure to grab that coupon code if you want to order.
Okay, I don't see Crystal yet. Crystal, where are you?
Uh-oh.
Did she drop it? No, I'm going to go drop it on my own channel, which means
it's going to be here now, so I don't know.
Crystal, hi. Drop the free link in mine. She'll drop it here in a second. And yes, I saw somebody ask if they could still get the pass. So we should also drop the link to buy the all access pass.
Oh, yep.
The all access pass pricing goes up tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time. So it's $69 and it'll go up another $10 after that for a week. So if you want to grab it now, this is the time to do it. Let's see. Okay, since Crystal hasn't answered.
Jen could switch over to your channel and drop those because I saw her commenting.
Yeah, Jen, go put those comments on my YouTube channel.
Jump over to Corey's YouTube channel and comment.
It's easier for Angie to do because you can do it in the back of this program we're using, but I have to actually go to my YouTube channel, which then yells at me because I'm talking right now on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, someone said, Crystal said she dropped them. We're good.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Dang, this thing's moving fast.
It's moving fast. And someone said they can't wait to use sublimation markers. Yes. So some of like the sublimation markers, sublimation paint, a lot of those things are some of my favorites. Sublimation markers, I definitely love the Caesar colors the best. I'm going to say that right now, but Artistry has some good packs too. Oh, yeah. So someone said they didn't see the coupon codes. So the coupon codes are within camp and they are under a class that says meet the sponsors. So whether you have the free or the all access, go into the camp because the coupon codes are different for both. And click meet the sponsors. And then you'll have a list of the sponsors along with what they have for you.
Okay, Susan said that no links showed up here from Crystal. So don't know what's going on there. Let me grab those links and head over to my YouTube channel. And I apologize, it's going to be loud for just a second. There we go. I'm dropping here's the free pass.
And someone said the pass is good for a year. Yes. So if you have the all access pass, you have access to all the classes for a year. So to May 31st, 2025. So
yeah, I'm dropping the AAP link, the All Access Pass link. Okay, so now they're on my blog too. I'm not sure what's going on with Crystal, and I can't look because I can't have Slack open because it yells.
Well, Jen said she dropped them too. So
what in the world is happening on my channel? Who knows, guys?
I can see people commenting though, so maybe she's getting it.
Okay. Can you see that I dropped those links?
A lot of times I can't see when you drop them.
What the heck?
And you, Gina, this was a bring your own s'mores. It was BYOS.
Fun fact.
Bring your own s'mores campfire.
We had s'mores at our wedding, which was not me and Angie. We're not married. Me and my husband. We had s'mores at our wedding.
So someone is asking about the scavenger hunt. So it's still going on. And they are at like the more information pages for the speakers. So there are 6 or 7 giveaways or something like hidden on the more information pages. So what basically below each video, there's a link and you would click the link and look for giveaways on those pages.
Huh. I was also going to say, if you're really struggling to find one of them, just go to the Facebook group and ask like, hey, I cannot seem to find this one. People will chime in and help.
Yes. Or message one of us. It's fine. Yeah. I kind of know where they all are. So someone said, is there a difference between sublimation markers and infusible ink pens? Not really. No. Same thing. It's just sublimation ink in a marker or pen form. The infusible ink pens are basically just made to fit in your Cricut. The Caesar and Artistry sublimation markers, I will say, will fit in the Joy and Joy Extra with no extra like little adapter or anything. So
somebody asked when giveaways are going to be announced. So we don't, we'll put the giveaways, the winners of the giveaways within each of the widgets. I don't know what they're called, the Gleam widgets. But we will be emailing the winners because if we put, hey, Linda K, you won. We literally probably have 20 people here named Linda K. So we will email you with the email that you used to enter the giveaway. So if you are using some obscure email because you wanted to enter it more than once, like you're like, I'll enter with my normal email and then I'll enter with this other email. That's fine, I guess. But a lot of times people don't check those obscure emails to see that they won. And then we have to pick another winner. And that is just more of our time and less of you winning. So,
and just to let you all know, the giveaways in camp go till May 10th to give all access pass holders longer time. Like they don't have to be online during these days. So we give them extra days. So the winners won't be emailed until after May 10th either. So, oh, I guess Craft Chameleon's here. Yay!
Hey. Somebody said until the end of the month or until the end of when, but I'm not sure what you're talking about, Brad.
I'm not sure. Brad Art Collective. I'm not sure what that was referencing. Sorry.
Clarify a little bit. The QR code right now that Angie has up there in the corner is for just accessing getting a free pass. So you can still, if you have not even started, you can still sign up. If you found this randomly, you can still sign up and enter all the giveaways before they go offline tomorrow at 9 a.m. Oh, the scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt goes through May 10th.
May 10th
so
as well.
All of our giveaways end on May 10th.
Yep. Oh, shout out. Your support staff was fabulous, very responsive. Kudos to the behind the scenes staff. So let's just give a shout out to all these people. We do not do this by ourselves. Shout out to Susan, Daniel, Crystal, Jen.
Yeah, all 4 of them are amazing. And thank you guys so much for all of your help. We really appreciate not having to deal with customer service emails. You guys can give them all a round of applause if you want. All right, so keep telling us what you liked. Shout out some of your favorite teachers.
And if you're like just jumping on, we are giving away an all access pass live. So head to the live chat and just tell us anything you liked about camp. And every comment is entered to win that all access pass. So, yeah. And if you already have it, we'll refund your money. So
look at people are giving all of our support staff like kudos. Thank you. Truly, they are some of the best people to work with. And it's amazing. We got a shout out for Jennifer Maker. Yes, her class on sublimation.
It was saving money.
Saving money. Yes. Yeah. Always a good idea, especially in this economy.
Yes. Yes. And I saw a tip. One of her tips was like, when stuff's on sale, stock up, but watch expiration dates because sublimation ink expires. And I was like, yes, that is amazing.
Really important. Yeah, I see that a lot actually. I mean, because like even things like iron-on and vinyl and stuff expire and it all goes on sale and you're like, yes, I'm going to stock up. And then you're like, why won't my iron-on stick? And it's because the adhesive has degraded.
Yes.
That's for a whole other craft though. We're not talking about iron-on. The reason we do sublimation
Well, it
is
could be like glitter,
that's
HTV, and
true.
sublimation
That's true.
goes together. So it
That's true.
could
That's
be,
true.
yeah.
Jen Swift's class was awesome. Yes, she's amazing. Oh my gosh, this is moving so quickly, Angie.
So
Holy
fast. I'm like trying to scroll back
guacamole.
up.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys get your ICC profiles installed with my class? That's the scariest one.
It's so scary because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, people are like, vinyl expires. It does. I mean, a lot of times it'll work for a long time. I mean, there's not like an expiration date, but old vinyl doesn't stick as well and old HTV doesn't stick as well. Oh, Karina's class.
Oh yeah. So sublimation ink does expire, has an expiration date like on the bottles. And then someone asked if you print it, does it expire? So I have printed it and I've pressed probably 9 months later and been fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it actually expires after you print it and it's, dry. Not sure because I've had some prints a long time.
A long time. Yes, me too. I have a whole stack of them. Yes, if you have if you have a sublimation specific printer, you don't need an ICC profile. That's right. This is moving at warp speed. I know we're missing so many comments here. And some people say they're not seeing any difference with ICC profiles, and that could be because there really is no difference. I mean, like, the thing about converting an Epson printer is it's a hack, and it's just not guaranteed to work. So if you're not seeing any difference, it could be just that your printer is not receiving it or doesn't care. It could be the wrong day of the week. It could be that something on the back end of your computer is not getting that information to the printer. I wish I could fix everybody's ICC profiles. But now with that Brother sublimation printer, I feel like it's becoming more and more affordable to actually get a real sublimation printer where you do not have to fuss about those ICC profiles.
Like, fingers crossed, it's going to keep coming down in price. That Brother's going to go on sale and it's going to be like everyone can afford that.
Yes.
Real sublimation printer. So someone asked about selling on like Etsy platforms and which platforms to sell on. So first I wanted to give a shout out we do have, if you like us together, we have a podcast every other week. It will be next Thursday, live on YouTube. And then it goes up on podcasting platforms every other Monday, any podcast platform. So just check out Crafting for Profit Live. We do a ton of like different things on selling your crafts, regardless of what craft you make to sell. So yeah, we definitely have one. I'm pretty sure, did we talk about platforms in that first episode about starting a craft business?
We might have touched on it.
I feel like we do. So maybe that first episode of Crafting for Profit Live, we talk all about starting your craft business. And that would include like kind of where to sell and where we would recommend starting.
Yeah. And then stay tuned for Crafting for Profit Camp. That's the other camp that we run. Got something special planned for the next one. So keep your eyes peeled. I hate that like metaphor. Keep your eyes peeled is gross. Gotta be. It's also the skin of your teeth. There's no skin here. Oh, oh my gosh, this is going so quickly.
Oh, so I did see a couple of things about Sharon's class about she did sublimation on acrylic. So good. And someone said they tried to get the nightlight and it sold out. We are sorry. Like a lot of these classes, like they use, something and then they link to it and it sells out rather quickly because we have so many people trying to purchase it. You might like put it on your Amazon wish list to go back and buy it later or something like that.
Yeah, it's funny. We have sold out sublimation products on more than one occasion on Amazon just from camp. Let's see. I like that somebody says, I made my second mug today and I treated it like a crochet pattern. Follow the instructions and read. And that's like one of my biggest pieces of advice for people, because I think sometimes we're just like, I know how this should work, but you don't actually follow the instructions and then you ruin a project. I've never done that though. Never. Not even today, this morning while I was working on things.
I'm the queen of like, oh gosh, I missed the first step. That was step one, Angie. There was a shout out for making with Marilyn's class. That one was today, and it's on using a sublimation oven. So if you've never used a sublimation oven and want like the basics of that or her tips and tricks, that might be a good one to like grab for free before it expires in the morning.
Somebody says, when should we expect to see, she says sell camp, but crafting for profit camp. And I'm going to give you just a little hint. It's going to be sooner than it was last, like expect it sooner than it normally is.
Yeah. So keep an ear, an eye on the podcast. I'm sure we'll be talking about it there. And yeah, we'll be putting out some information. We wanted to get through this and then sort of put out some teaser type stuff.
Yeah. So if you still need to finish crafting for profit camp, which was in January, you will have at least through January of next year, but possibly longer. The videos cannot be downloaded. That's kind of the whole point, that we have them live for you just those 3 days. And then we have the all access pass where people can access them for a year.
Yeah. And someone said they brought my mug press book. Thank you very much. It was so long with Jan. Thank you.
Yes. I mean, yes, we like all of the all access pass pricing and everything goes to pay our support staff and pay us for putting this all on and pay our amazing speakers and all of this. So as much as we would love to give you all of this for free, it's a ton of work. So we have a lot of the bills to pay. Yeah. Brenda says
we're not free to even host it. So
yeah, we're talking like thousands of dollars to host this camp. Brenda says we could be a very cool comedy team. So that's going to be our next venture. We're actually going to go on the road, stand up.
Crafting comedy. Crafting comedy. Only like 5% of the people will get the joke about sublimation and, you know, not peeling your thing back.
Not peeling your niche audience.
Yeah. Not peeling that protective layer back before you start. 5% of the people will get the joke.
I love it. So come to Texas.
We get this printer. We get this question on every live. What printers do we use?
All of them.
All of them. So what we try to do is basically use them all. So I currently have a converted Epson EcoTank. I have the Epson F170. I have a Sawgrass SG500, and I have a Brother SP1. And why do I have that many? It is just so I can test them, know about each one so I can answer your questions and just be able to give my opinion on like which one people should purchase, because a lot of people come to me with that question and I want to be able to answer that in a way that is helpful for you and not just recommend just the one I have. So I try to have them all and use them all.
Yeah. I'm similar. The only one I don't have is the Epson sublimation printer. I don't have the Epson F170 or 570, and I do have the big Sawgrass, the SG1000.
Yeah.
And somebody else said, was there a video that talked about marks from the sublimation tape? I don't think there was any specific video. There's a couple things I'm thinking that can cause marks from sublimation tape. One is too much pressure. If you're using too much pressure, it can basically press that tape mark in. Two is bad quality tape, which can leave yellow marks or other marks on it. Three is the type of blank you're using. So if you're using something like acrylic, which melts, it will actually press or if there's just a sublimation coating on it that's kind of not perfectly solid, it can press that tape mark in there. I highly recommend also having an adhesive tack on hand. I have one on my more information page from Heat Transfer Warehouse. It's not, I think it's like $10 a bottle. And I use that on a lot of projects where tape tends to be a problem. How do you use the scavenger hunt? So for the scavenger hunt, which we mentioned before, but we'll talk about it again. The scavenger hunt is just kind of a fun way for our individual speakers wanted to host giveaways, but it was just too much for us to host them. We did it the first year, hosting them all within the platform. And honestly, guys, it was a huge mess. So we decided that if anybody wants to host their own giveaway, they can host it on their more information page. And then the scavenger hunt just gives you sort of clues to kind of get to those pages. If you are having trouble and you can't find some, just ask us in the Facebook group, or, we'll be able to find them for you. Just ask us.
Yes, I will have plenty of hints. Like, you can message me on social and I will just tell you where they are. So you can actually purchase the All Access Pass at any time. Sherry just asked that. It will actually be on sale for a year, but it goes up in price. So it will go up in price tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time.
So May 5th. 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, it will go up in price again. So
it's going to go up to $79 tomorrow. And then it'll be a week later on that Sunday at midnight. It's going to go up to $99 for the rest of the year. So if you want to get it at its lowest price that we have it right now is $69.
Yes.
I'm the one who changes the prices, which is why I know exactly what I'm doing over here.
Okay. Delonda Ford mentioned using the Baby Booties 10 template mats, 15 by 12, but I can't find this product. Not sure. I would probably message Delonda or tag her in our Facebook group. She will be more than happy to help, I'm sure. I know the Baby Booty website. I've gotten rhinestones from there, but I don't know about the template mats.
Yeah, we could also reach out to Eve as well, who is the Baby's Booty.
Yeah, and that's Eve. So
let's see.
Yes, and that's a good tip. You can definitely use your heat tape on just like some polyester material. Like, check if it leaves marks, if it's staining and stuff like that before you ruin blanks, especially if you're like trying a new brand.
Yeah. And listening to the videos while driving. I like that. I like the listening to the videos while driving, not the watching videos while driving. We got, let's see. Oh, I love this. Each person I've watched do rhinestones and bling uses a slightly different technique. It's awesome to see different ways so you can find out what works best for you. I love that because I feel like there are a lot of different ways to do things. I mean, it's so often where Angie and I have a different method or a different preference or a different, like for me, anytime I put something in a convection oven, I do not pre-shrink it with a heat gun. Ever. I think I did it once on something recently because I was like, maybe this would be the thing I should do. But overall, I don't. And Angie does. And guess what? Both of our projects work. So.
All right. So someone asked what's all included in the All Access Pass. And I was going to pull that up real quick. So first of all, you get access to everything for a year. So that's until May 31st, 2025. And then
you get the transcripts.
You get all the transcripts. So each video will have a printable transcript below it. So like kind of a notes type of deal. And I am going to read the bonuses. It's over $300 worth of bonuses. And this is a pretty good list of them. So you get access to Canva Creative Workshop from Jennifer Maker. And that's like a $29 value by itself. My Mug Press Book, $24.97 value. $15 shop credit for faux leather SVGs from Amy Romeo. A Canva Pro digital planner, $20 value. A craft and business planner, $13 value. And there's all kinds of files. So there's like 4 tropical sublimation designs, some ocean wave patterns. There's some butterfly designs, looks like 4 of those. Fairy garden SVG. There's some digital papers, maybe 9. 30 12 by 12 sublimation patterns. Caesar Sublimation 101 cheat sheet, 4 ping file like crafty quotes, coffee quotes for those for mugs. Looks like 3 teacher design bundles, a printable Cricut cheat sheets, DTF cheat sheet, 3 watercolor floral patterns, a $20 sublimation file bundle, 9 abstract floral sublimation designs, another design bundle, a sublimation project check sheet, a font, a sublimation log, sublimation care tags, winter animals bundle. Yeah.
It's a lot of extras with that, but I think it's one of our biggest bonuses ever.
There are a lot. So it is way over what you would pay. And so I'm going to I'll drop the link again to purchase the All Access Pass, because you can go to that and check out those designs. If you're like, wait a minute, those designs alone might make me buy. That way you can like click that link to purchase the all access pass, and then you can just like scroll down and look at all the bonuses, and you can like see pictures of the files and all that kind of stuff if you would like to see that.
You know what? Know why it's not showing up on my page? I am dropping them on yours.
Oh, thank you.
Good job, me. Great job, Corey. Well done. Wonder you guys are like, where are Corey's links?
Oh, see, this is the comedy routine.
This is the comedy part of the routine.
This is what they came for.
Oh my gosh. I'm having issues over here. Okay, you're just gonna have to carry it right now as I try and figure out what we're doing.
Someone asked about the giveaway. So they don't require you to have a social media platform. If you'll notice, they just say to visit. So you just click to like visit the Facebook page, and then you come back and hit the check mark. So you just have to click the button and then enter your email address. That does not require you to have any type of social media. Yes, it blows my mind. You can use a convection oven to do sublimation. Yes, you can. I have done it for a very long time. I got one on clearance on Amazon for like $45 because I couldn't believe you could do it. And yeah, that thing's still going.
Somebody asked, do you know of any more summits coming up? Yes.
Yes, we do.
So we have something coming up in the future this year that is similar to something we've done. And then we have something in the spring that's completely different than what we've done. So
Yes.
we're very excited. So she said Instagram wouldn't open, or he said Instagram wouldn't open for him. Maybe we need to make sure we have maybe a free entry or something on everybody's giveaways so that there can be this is just, we're learning for next year. Like have just a like check, so you can make an entry without having to visit a page.
Yeah.
But you get an extra one to be able to
if
visit
you
it.
just clicked it and then clicked, you had entered. So
yeah, I mean, in each giveaway, it should just be like you get an extra entry for every time you are able to do one of the other. If it says Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you'll get 3 entries. If you can only do 2 of them, you can only do 2 of them.
Do we know if all the designs in the All Access Pass have a commercial license? I know mine did.
I know mine did. I think most of them do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of them did.
I feel like I should be taking
that.
Hold on, I'm making a notebook.
Okay. Look, she has it all written down. We just have to look at it. This is a lot of stuff to remember sometimes off the top of your head, guys.
All right, we're changing up maybe how we do giveaways next year, and then I want to make sure that everybody next year has a commercial license, so we know. Each of them should have a terms of service in them, so you'll know once you download it. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure that they all had a commercial license, but
I'm writing things down. Okay. Will you be notified of the upcoming classes? Yes, if you are on the list for this sublimation camp, you will be on the list for our other camps too.
And someone asked about making weeding tools. That was not in camp. That was just on my YouTube channel. So head to my YouTube channel. It's pretty close to the top of my videos, maybe the second or third at the top. And it is making sublimation weeding tools. So that was on my YouTube channel. So
I'm still trying to catch up from the last 4 summits. Yeah, Gina. Same.
Okay, this is a good question. What tumbler press can do the 40 ounce with the handles plus all the sizes in between?
Wait, say that again.
What? Oh, here, I'm going to put it on there. What tumbler press can do the 40 ounce with handles plus all the sizes in between?
So I think you can get, for this PYD Life tumbler press I have sitting next to me, I think you can get the big insert for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think being able to do like all of the other sizes, like you are going to need a different sized insert. I would take this one off, but it takes forever. But it does allow you to pull off the insert and put in others. I was making something small the other day, and then I just put my regular one back on here. And I think they have one for the bigger one as well.
I don't have one here, but what I was going to say is that for a press and a 40 ounce tumbler. So a 40 ounce tumbler is kind of straight at the top, and then it goes in, and then it's skinnier at the bottom. You're not going to be able to get all the surfaces with a press. You're only going to be able to get like the top straight surface. If you remove the handle you could add shrink wrap and do it in a sublimation oven and get more surfaces.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I use a sublimation oven for some of those weird things, even though I have a press.
Yeah. We're getting some comments about TikTok. I think what we need to do for next year is make sure that there's just more than one way to enter. So everybody can at least get one way to enter if you can't enter via TikTok because the government has banned TikTok. Understandable. But our I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen in the US, but if say TikTok is still around next year, our counselors do want to grow their TikTok accounts. I mean, that's the reason for the giveaway, right? Is to be able to get more people on their channels. So that is one of the reasons we use it as a giveaway.
So I think it may be the Caesar giveaway, which we did not host. So that may be the issue with the Instagram not working. So yeah, we did not host that one. So that could be an issue. I don't know. Maybe I can like message them.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's hard because we don't host everything. And so anything that's on like their more information pages, we don't really have jurisdiction over. We can say like, hey, make sure your giveaway is working. But other than that, we don't have like, it's their giveaway. So you could contact them too directly. Ooh, Making with Marilyn has a 40-ounce tumbler on her channel. I'll check that out and see how she did it. She's so nice. I feel like all our
yes, if you are on our email list from this camp, so if you have your free ticket or your all access pass, either way from this camp, we will notify you about upcoming camps and exciting announcements. We will. So you are already, if you have your ticket, you're already on that list to get that information.
Yeah. Makes me feel good that you guys like our camps.
Yes.
I feel like we also need to work more on international distribution. I feel like Canada, the UK, and Australia are always like, where can I get blah, blah, blah? And I'm like,
yes. I try so hard, but it's tough trying to find suppliers in a country you don't live in because it's like, it just keeps redirecting you to a US website sometimes. Exactly. And it's like, no, I really want to look.
Yeah, it keeps redirecting us. So we're like, I will type in like .ca and then it's like, you mean US? And I'm like, yeah, literally do not.
No, I want to look at the Canada site, please. Yes, Penny, you did miss s'mores, but it's bring your own s'mores night.
Somebody said they tried doing a 40-ounce full wrap. That tiny middle part is really difficult to get correct.
Yeah, so I did it with that hydro paper that you can wet and like make it go around. And I do have that video on my YouTube channel. So you kind of wet the hydro paper and you can like make it form to it. And I did a 40-ounce with one of those with a full wrap.
Here, look, I have it right here. Mine's actually not 40
ounce. Did you do one?
Mine's not a 40-ounce. I realized it's I don't know, but it has that same thing. So
it has that same thing.
Yeah, so it has the same little piece in the middle.
And that was with the paper.
And that's with the paper.
Yeah.
Which I mostly like, but if I get too close up there, then I'm like, I can see how it's not perfect.
Yeah, it is not perfect. I go over how that is not perfect. And yes.
Dee says she loves us. We love you, Dee. If we bought the all access pass, will we see the videos? Yes. If you have the all access pass, you get access to the videos for a year. So you just log into camp and you will have access. Craft Chameleon says their files have the commercial license. They just can't sell the files. Same with Creative Fabrica.
I saw someone ask about shirts.
Shirts. I did not see any. Is there a shirt? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to drop on my YouTube channel, I'm dropping the link in the chat for camp shirts. So it is basically like we started a merch store this year because like we have various camps and people want to buy the shirts all the time because last year we kind of put a limit on it. And so this year it's just all year round store. So you can just shop for shirts, mugs, hats, stickers. Yeah. Yep. I'm wearing one of my shirts. I'll stand up.
You are.
So I'm wearing one of the shirts here.
Super cute. Yeah, we added stickers and mugs too, because some people were like, I don't, want to fit into a normal size shirt or, whatever it is. And so we were like, let's have more options for people. There's some really cute stuff in there. Our official camp shirt this year says hot stuff and it has a heat press on it. That was an Angie Holden idea executed by me. We are a good team.
That was a collab. But I was like, you know what we should do? Or you know what you should do?
And I was like, I got it. And like 20 minutes later, I was like, how about this?
Okay, so if someone asks, does UV DTF stick well? I cannot express how well it sticks. You can't put it down and readjust it.
No, once it's down,
you're done. Once you set, I was like totally shocked. Once you set it down, it is done. You will ruin it trying to pick it up.
So we should mention that DTF and UV DTF are two completely different things in the DTF category. I was actually writing today about the differences between the two. So it's like fresh in my mind. DTF is you print on film and then you add a powdered adhesive, which then you cure in an oven, and then you can put it on fabric and other textiles and that sort of thing. UV DTF, you print on film, but then it is cured with a UV light, and then a second layer is added to sort of laminate it together. Then the first layer is like peeled off, and then you get basically almost like an adhesive vinyl. And so think about DTF being more like HTV or iron-on vinyl, and think about UV DTF being more like adhesive vinyl. And I think that that's the best way to keep those two clear.
And do you want to, someone asked about how much your book is and where they can purchase it?
My book?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Look, I got it. This is my book. It's called Sublimation Crafting, which is perfect for this event. So my publisher, actually, Better Day Books, is a sponsor this year. So we are doing a giveaway. You can enter that in the giveaways. I am also currently doing a giveaway. Maybe it ended. I don't know.
Maybe I should pick a winner.
I don't know when it ends. I'm just going to extend it until the end of tomorrow night, so you can still enter. So if you go to my Instagram, which is @HeyLet'sMakeStuff, and scroll down and look for the picture of the book, you can enter the giveaway there. But this is my book, and it teaches you, all the basics of sublimation crafting in book form. If you're like, oh, these are all the files you get with it. You get 15 projects, all the files to make the projects, troubleshooting tips, all sorts of really cute stuff. The photography is gorgeous in here. I did not do the main photography. I teach you some little tricks, like here is, how to sublimate on glitter. So there is a lot of really fun stuff in here. And if you want to buy this from the publisher, you can go to that giveaway on my Instagram, and I will also give you a link to get 20% off.
And I think it's also in camp as well, right?
I think it's also in camp as well. It's Crafty 20. But you have to buy it from the publisher at Schiffer Books.
Yeah. So if you wanted to go to camp and click meet the sponsors, Better Day Books is a sponsor who is our publisher, and it's under there as well. So
yeah. And Better Day Books and Schiffer Books are together. They're the same thing. So if you see Schiffer Books, don't feel like you're like, well, I'm not in the right place. You are.
Someone says, does Easy Subli wash well? Yes. So it is my favorite product for putting sublimation on dark colors. I'll say that. However, it is still like an HTV type product, so it sits on top of the shirt. So do expect that. So that product will sit on top. You put the sublimation onto that product, so it doesn't last as long as sublimation on a polyester shirt. So I do always want to make that clear that it won't last as long as sublimation on a true polyester shirt.
Somebody also brought up the safety issues with DTF, which I think is incredibly important. It's something that Angie and I are both really passionate about. DTF powder can get in your lungs. It's microplastics and it's gross. So if you do get into doing your own DTF prints, we are big fans of respirator or N95 mask, apron, gloves, goggles, all of the above, taking a shower when you're done. We worked with DTF when we were in Fargo together at Heat Transfer Warehouse, and it was a great experience. However, you could just feel gritty at the end of the day.
Oh, and Jen said the book giveaway on your page ends at midnight Sunday night, so you are clear.
Excellent, Jen. Thank you. I was like, I don't know when this ends. This last week has been a blur.
All right. So I thought maybe we would pick, we'll stay on and answer some more questions, but I thought maybe we'd pick an all access pass winner in case anyone wants to jump off.
Yeah, we'll have Jen do that.
Yeah, I'm having I think Crystal's doing it right now. So we're going to go ahead and pick the winner for the all access pass. And
you put it in our little private chat so I can copy it.
Yep. I will do
Somebody
that.
did mention that there was a YouTube video about a guy who got cancer from DTF. And yes, he did, but he was also working with it for years without any protection or any sort of mitigation at all. And so, yes, there are risks, but he did not mitigate his risks at all.
Okay. I'm giving that to you.
All right.
I don't know if I can tag. I can't tag and restream, so I'm just going to type the name.
All right. All right. Are we ready?
So we can send it at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Send.
Send.
Okay. All Access Pass winner is Kawanda Lindsay. So if you have one, then email us would be the best thing, I think. So the email is help@sublimationcamp.com. Let them know you won during the live and they will hook you up.
Yeah.
And if you already have All Access Pass, we will give you your money back.
Yay.
Yay, congrats.
Somebody said they moved their heat press to the garage because of the fumes, for sure. I was sublimating a lot today. I was making Father's Day mugs, and I'm like, I had all the windows open because I was just like, it stinks. What has your experience with Easy Color DTV been, especially after washing? I really liked Easy Color DTV to start. However, I don't feel like it wore as well as I wanted. That was sort of my...
Yeah. And I also, my thing with that product is you do need to let it sit. Like, and a lot of these things say, instructions say like sit, like put it on, let it sit 72 hours before you wear it, and laundry and whatever. And people don't do that. And what was happening with the DTV product is that it was like running in the rain if they just pressed it and ran outside and it was raining. So follow all the instructions definitely with the DTV product. I will say that as well.
Evelyn, my book is available in Canada on Amazon Canada. I double checked. I don't know if you can get the discount from my publisher or not, but I do know it is available on Amazon Canada. I did check that. Yes, air purifier in my room at all times.
All right. Question. Do you use Easy Subli ink? Do you have to use it to use the Easy Subli vinyl? No. So the Easy Subli ink goes in a sawgrass printer, and it was specially formulated to work with Easy Subli. Now, the Easy Subli ink can be used with any sublimation product, but the regular sawgrass ink will also work with Easy Subli as well as any other sublimation ink. So while it was specially formulated to work perfectly, supposedly, I've used the Easy Subli vinyl with tons of different sublimation ink, zero problems. So yes, you can use any type of sublimation ink with it. The only thing with Easy Subli is that with the converted EcoTank printers, they don't dry fast enough. So you get little roller marks on the Easy Subli. There's some hacks out there for like different printer settings, but I've just found there's a method where you apply the Easy Subli first and then sublimate on top of it. And that's the method I use.
Let's see.
And yes, Gina, we were just doing the one giveaway tonight. So that's all we're going to announce tonight, because the rest of the giveaways in Sublimation Camp go through May 10th for All Access Pass people. So none of those will be picked until then. So,
right. This is a good question from Christina. Are there any precautions to take when pressing ready to press DTF? I actually just talked to Daniel about this. He's kind of our tech guy, and he knows a lot of things. And so he was talking about if there is, an issue with pressing ready to press. So it's basically like a sublimation print. It does off gas a little bit, and you just should really have proper ventilation when you're doing sublimation anyway. So a fan going, air purifier, window open, whatever it is, you're going to want to do the same thing with the DTF prints.
All right. What is the darkest color you can sublimate on? White.
Did you say white?
You can see white. No. For the brightest colors, the answer is white polyester fabric.
Yes.
Now, you can sublimate on light colors, but sublimation ink is basically translucent. So some of that color is going to show through. So it's going to alter the look of the print. It's going to look more faded on different colors. And
Here,
then when you
I just have an example. I'm just going to keep getting up and walking away.
No. When you get really dark, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. So if you put sublimation ink directly on black, you would only see black because the black is showing through the ink, if that makes sense. So yes, it will go on any polyester, but you might see the colors through it. So do you have an example?
Yeah, so I have this pink water bottle that I just made. So you can see here that the actual color of the water bottle is pink. And it had like a whole bunch of white designs, but those designs are all pink now on the water bottle. So, I mean, you can sublimate. This is just not my favorite look. I feel like I just like it on white, but a lot of people will sublimate on kind of lighter colors like this. I also think if you, and Courtney pointed this out in our last podcast episode, that a lot of times if you have like a red shirt and you just want to sublimate something black on it, you can totally see it because the ink itself is black and the red's not going to show through the black. So if you are doing something that doesn't have like a lot of colors or you don't want those vivid colors, you can do black on a lot of different shirts.
Yeah. And so then if you want to get into like, I want it really bright, but I want it on this dark gray sweatshirt, then you would need to like do some kind of thing like what we were talking about with the Easy Subly, something in between it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Crazy chat.
And Kwanda, I dropped that email again. Hopefully you see it. I think she's on my channel. No, I think so. It's hard to tell like which ones are my channel, which ones are yours sometimes.
Yes, I think thinking about sublimation ink as a highlighter is my favorite way to think about it. You're gonna be able to see what's through it, right? You highlight over black and the black is gonna show through because you've highlighted yellow over it or whatever. That is really a great way to look at it. The only place we will be announcing the giveaways is within the widget itself. And so if you have, like, that's only going to be for the all access pass holders because we take down the giveaways early for everybody else. The problem is that we have so many.
I put them back up when we announce.
Okay, then
put them back up when we announce so they can see the winner.
Okay, perfect. So you can see the winner in the widgets. The problem is that we truly have 21,000 people signed up for camp this year, and the number of people we have named something like Carol R. It's just like there's many Carol R's signed up, so it's really hard.
And we don't like to give full names publicly. That's just like
we don't want to put people's last names because of
privacy
reasons. And so then we have all 72 people named Carol R emailing us asking us if it was the right Carol R. So really the best way to know if you want to give away is to check your email.
Yeah. Is it safe to use a glass cutting board after sublimation? I think Anne used glass cutting boards in her presentation. So a true glass cutting board that's made for sublimation is going to have the sublimation coating on the back. And when you sublimate it, it shows through to the front. And so you're actually putting your food and you're cutting on a glass surface that doesn't have sublimation because it's actually just showing through the glass. So yes, you can use it and it will be absolutely fine. And yes, sublimation is basically food safe though, because are you going to drink from a mug you made with sublimation and your lips are going all over the outside of that mug when you sip it, something. So you can, like, sublimation once it is back on, the product is food safe. Yes, but you don't have to worry about like cutting it. I always like the cutting boards. I was like, am I going to scratch it? But it's actually on the underside. So I actually use all my sublimation cutting boards for like little charcuteries. Because I don't like cutting on glass. I feel like it hurts my knives. I do not like glass cutting boards either, but I mean, some people use them obviously because they're popular. Marilyn, I think I actually have an air purifier linked on my more information page. I'm pretty sure you do because we covered it in one of the classes. Yeah, I can actually find that link really fast just to help out here. And yes, black only sublimation does work really well on all colors. But it still has to be polyester. So, and some people don't like polyester. So yeah. Clackety clack clack clack. There we go. That's my more information page. And I'm pretty sure there's an air purifier. The one that I have that I use all the time is on there. And yes, Anne did a great video on like getting different color tumblers and like pressing a color chart to them and having them as reference in your craft room. So you would know like. That last year? Yeah, she did it in camp last year. She probably has it public now, I would say. That's probably true. Or the first year, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure which year it was. And basically just seeing like, so purple on my pink tumbler looks like a darker shade of purple or something like that. So you'll kind of know.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we mentioned that Bella Canvas has a crafting discount through their website. They do. It's called their Makers account. It's basically wholesale pricing without a reseller license. So with a reseller license, you wouldn't also have to pay tax. But if you don't have a reseller license, but you want to get that wholesale pricing, they will allow you to buy their stuff at wholesale pricing with tax. And we can leave a link to that. I think I left my link last time, Angie. If you want to link, grab your link.
Oh, I can. Be there in a minute. Should have all the spreadsheets pulled up when we start.
Here's the thing, though. If you are using the air purifier I'm using, don't leave it when you're filming a YouTube video. I made that mistake with this in the background. So yes. Somebody said, Jeanette said, my daughter thinks I cannot put my mugs in the steam dishwasher because it will reactivate the sublimation ink. And yes, it actually can happen. So it can get hot enough to basically resublimate that ink and turn it back into a gas, which is why if you wash something on the sanitize mode, the super steam mode, the crazy clean mode, you can actually resublimate that ink and it will fade. The regular dishwasher mode should be fine for all your sublimation projects, but I've had more than one project where I didn't realize my husband was setting the dishwasher on like nuclear, crazy hot. And then I pulled it out and I was like, womp womp.
And somebody asked about doing coffee mugs under the handle. And I do have a YouTube video on that. It's several back. So maybe search my YouTube channel or message me and I'll send you a link to that video. But I do have a link on how to do that. You can get under the handle.
Yes, the ink can run as well in the dishwasher. So, I mean, I wash all my sublimation mugs fine in my dishwasher until my husband goes and sets it on that super sanitize mode. And then I'm just full of regret. Let's see.
Do you have to size up or down in Bella Canvas? I don't.
Yeah, I feel like they're pretty true to size.
They're true to size except for those, what do they call those fitted silhouettes?
Yeah, they're
the
whatever.
baby tees.
Yeah, the baby tees. Those I would size up.
I would size up like 3.
Yeah, they're really small.
They were really small. So
but I'm also of the age where I've had twins and I just don't need my belly hanging.
They're also crop tops, so that it was a big no from me. But they were called baby tees, and that was the only ones I found that I was like, whoa, there's 0% chance. Otherwise, I just buy the size I always purchase.
Kelsey asked, how do you use your sublimation printer test sheet, which is a freebie underneath my ICC profile video? And you're correct. You just print it out in your sublimation printer and then press it on a test piece of polyester. And then you can see if you're getting your colors close to where you want them to be.
And do you have a blog post on best shirts for plus sizes?
I do.
Okay.
Grab that real fast.
Yep.
Probably needs some updating, but.
And someone asked, do you have another hack for the laminate sheets on the canvas? I have one where I use on canvas. I use that clear sublimation HTV instead. So instead of the laminate sheet, I use the sublimation HTV on the canvas and then sublimate on that. And I'm going to give you that. So plus shirt size recommendations coming in the chat.
Yeah. And then Annette asks, which Bella Canvas model do you use for sublimation? So they do not have a super high polyester quality shirt. We have asked them for it. At one point, they were thinking about it. I don't think they are anymore, which Angie and I are now sad about. But their new EcoMax tee, which is 65% polyester, will work. And I have sublimated on it and I've washed it. I've done a wash test. It does fade a little bit. It's not nearly as bright as like 100% polyester, but it does work. And those shirts are crazy soft. And they're 100% recycled down to the tags, which is awesome.
Did you cover how to use your sublimation printer test sheets? Someone asked.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. No. So, okay, I'm going to cover this real quick. So someone asked, can you use white sublimation paint first and press your design on top? So the white sublimation paint is actually just a lightener for the other paints. So the white is not sublimation ink. There is no such thing as white sublimation ink. 0 things. So all the other sublimation paints are sublimation ink, and the white is just a lightener. So all it is for is to mix your other colors and make pastels. So you can't use it to like do that type of thing. I wish you could. I have looked and looked for products that I could do that with. I was like, I wonder if I could sublimate on screen print ink. The answer is no, or I couldn't find one.
Somebody says they're still not seeing links for me. I'm not sure why. So what I'm going to do after this is all done is I'm going to go through and see what links we dropped. I'm going to put them all in the description of both of our videos so that you can go back and look at all of the different links. And that way we did that with our kickoff as well. So there's a bunch of links in the kickoff one as well. But that way,
and then if you message either one of us, I'm sure we'll take care of that.
Absolutely. Please message me on Instagram and not Facebook. I will not answer on Facebook. I keep forgetting I even have Facebook.
When to use shrink wrap when sublimating. Shrink wrap is for ovens. So you don't have to use it if you use a tumbler press. So it's basically to apply the pressure. So for sublimation, you need the heat and the pressure. And in the oven, you need a way to get that pressure. So the shrink wrap is to like apply the pressure in an oven.
Yeah. Oh, interesting question. If you sublimated a keychain, will the hole be a problem or will it have to be cut? So if the hole already exists, the sublimation ink will not be a problem. It will just basically sublimate what's underneath it, which should be a piece of butcher paper, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, just always use your protective paper. Sublimation sandwich, protective paper on the bottom, protective paper on the top.
Yeah, it's not going to create any kind of like film or anything that you're going to have to cut out. It's completely, that's why it's amazing. Is there a step-by-step process for Silhouette Studio? You can, is Ellie Mae's class today? No, it was Monday.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the first day.
It was the first day. It was Thursday. So it for the free pass, it's not live, but if you have the all access pass, you could go back and watch it. So Ellie Mae did one on Thursday, day 1.
Connie asked on my website, it only have 1 book. I guess I should add my second book here. So to find my sublimation book, go back to camp and go to the sponsors, find my sponsor or find my publisher, Better Day Books. They are a sponsor, and then you'll get a link there and 20% off.
Someone said, where do you get clear sublimation HTV? I'm pretty sure HTV Ront has some. Heat Transfer Warehouse has a version. I've used both. So either one, but and there is a coupon code for Heat Transfer Warehouse in camp. So that could be a less expensive option.
And I did want to remember that any of these things where you're hacking a sublimation print is going to wear more like HTV and not like sublimation. However, DTF, which is the other thing we're talking about in camp, wears better than HTV. It is, you'll get 50 to 100 washes with no problems, and it's gorgeous. It's much thinner than pretty much every other product. It applies in like 15 seconds. It's really easy to use. So that's why we think the DTF technology is going to be coming and progressing in the next couple of years. So we wanted to get in on the ground floor and just kind of be like, hey guys, this is coming.
And someone asked, can you put sublimation HTV in a sublimation printer? Not regular sublimation HTV. The Caesar Easy Subli is made to go in a sawgrass printer. So you can use it with a sawgrass printer. Other printers, varying luck with that Easy Subli. Kind of depends on your printer, but definitely not the sublimation HTV. So you need to sublimate on top, basically.
Somebody asked if this live chat will be available later with closed captioning. Yes, it will. Google or YouTube will automatically close caption it at some point in the next day or two, but this will be here for you guys to watch and rewatch as much as you want on both of our channels.
Yeah, someone said like Michaels and Hobby Lobby are carrying polyester shirts now. Feel like cotton. Artistry has a great one. They're a sponsor. They have a coupon code. They have a great shirt. Silky Socks.
Silky Socks.
Another sponsor. They have a great shirt. Feels like cotton. It is polyester. So yeah, there are definitely shirts out there that are 100% polyester now that feel like cotton and are amazing.
I've heard several people mention prints that you can get from Temu. I have no idea even how to pronounce this.
I don't know how to say it. Temu.
I've never actually ordered from them, so I don't know. I don't have any like advice on whether or not they are good. Some people in the group have said they are good, so maybe, but I'm just not a big fan of maybe ordering from there, so I haven't. And yes, you can totally upload a design to be made into DTF, Penny. We have Heat Transfer Warehouse, one of our sponsors. They do custom DTF prints. You can just upload them. Limitless Transfers is another one. I was just exploring Ninja Transfers. They do it as well. They also do UV DTF. So if you want to do the, glasses and mugs and tumblers, they do that as well. So there you can definitely make all of your own designs and then get them printed, which is a lot easier than having a printer.
The book Corey is talking about is a book with a hardcover.
It's a book.
Yes, but we do both have like digital ebooks as well. So it just depends on the book you're talking about. But yeah, the book that's in camp is an actual hardcover, actual book.
Yes. Which is nice because I think sometimes we just don't want to be on the computer after a while.
Yes, so YouTube will close caption this video. So when it goes to replay, it takes a little while for it to process, but it will include closed captioning after it's over. Yes, Susan.
Yes, I agree with Penny, who says, I wish they would make more color options with good quality poly. I feel like there is a huge market for like pastel colored polyester shirts for our particular industry. Like, give me some light pink polyester shirts, please.
Yeah, I've been searching for some good ones just to like do a whole video on it because I'm like, I need some really nice stuff.
Yeah.
And it is like, there's not many places. I put it that way.
And yes, we both of us have air purifiers running, often windows open. Let's see. Yeah, definitely an air purifier. Sublimation can stink. I also have lasers, so I've got several things that can stink in here. Are those poly sheets you mentioned running small like the Cricut? I don't feel like most of them run small. You may have to get a test one though, depending on where you're ordering from.
Someone asked about like finding templates. So my first thing when finding templates is like go to where you purchased your sublimation blank. Do they have a template for you? Second thing is like if you're doing something small like earrings, I just oversize it because like the extra sublimation ink isn't going to matter. It's not that expensive and it's not worth my headache. So I just oversize the whole thing.
Make a square the size of my earrings and I put my earrings right on top of it and then use that.
So just a square, oversized print, something like that. So that's what I generally do with a lot of things. I just oversize it.
I do that with a lot of things because I've been giving away like just square sublimation patterns and things, and then I just kind of cut them down-ish to the size I need, and they overlap the edges, and for most things, it doesn't matter.
To be honest, so I don't waste sublimation paper, so this is a money-saving one, I guess. So I just print the whole sheet with whatever kind of pattern I'm going to use, and I just cut out enough that it's oversized over my earring, and then I take like the rest of the pattern and I put it in a little thing away from humidity, away from light, and the next time I need to do something, I pull that out and I cut a piece for a keychain or whatever. So I have a random stack of patterns.
Yeah. Pat, I agree about plus sizes. This is like a hill I will die on because I think that every single person out there should be able to find shirts that they are comfortable in and that they can craft with. And I am constantly harping on companies to make more plus size shirts just because I don't want anybody to feel like they can't like be involved in crafting. Like it's just, I want it to be as accessible as possible. So I agree. I prefer a scoop neck on all my shirts as well. I don't like things too close up to my neck either. In regular t-shirts, sometimes I'm like, it's choking me.
So I do feel like someone said the poly shirts I mentioned, do they run small like the Cricut? I don't think so. So I think the Artistry and the Silky Sock shirt, I feel like they're pretty true to size. Yes, the Cricut ones, a lot of them run very small, especially in the ladies cut. But I will say like the Artistry and Silky Socks, I feel like they're fairly true to size.
Yeah. Somebody said we mentioned some sublimation paper instead of A-sub. I don't know if we mentioned any. I like text print. It's my favorite. Everybody loves the A-sub, but I did a test of a bunch and I found that the text print worked the best for me. I also like the True Picks from Sawgrass. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's nice.
I use that. I literally have like probably 7 or 8 brands and I just sort of rotate to see if I can tell the difference. And a lot of times I can't. I have Hippo, I have text print, A-sub. Seriously, there's like probably 5
Craft
brands.
Express. I've been using Craft Express lately. Actually, I just made, here, I'll show you guys what I just made. I just made this mug today, dad jokes. I think you mean rad jokes. So this is for Father's Day. And I used that Craft Express paper. And this is really, I feel like sublimated really, really well with a lot of ink. So I'm like really impressed with that Craft Express paper right now. And yes, everyone makes their shirts so long, which is fine for me because I've got a long torso. However, I understand. Not everybody is built like me.
Oh, color polyester shirts, Bradshaw blanks.
Excellent.
You need to write that in your notebook.
I'm writing it. Blanks, writing down.
Oh, here's another one. Ava Jane's blanks.
I have bought that from there before.
Okay.
All right, we're making notes. We're making notes.
Yeah.
I don't know about the poly shirts at Michael's. I've
not used them. I like rarely go to a craft store.
I have a whole video on like where I tested a bunch of Michael's blanks. I just went through and like bought a bunch and tested them all. But I think I only got a kid's shirt. So, and I feel like it fit my kid normally, but I can't remember. It's been a while. All right.
All right. I think we're getting down to it. And unless if there's a question that you've asked several times and we've missed it in this wild scroll, we'll give you a couple more minutes to ask it.
And you do remember that if you are on the fence about getting that all access pass, it does go up in price tomorrow at midnight Eastern time. So if you're like, I want to do it, but I don't know, it's going to be $79 on Monday. So
we can drop that. I'm going to drop that link one more time.
Oh yeah, that link.
There's that one more time. And we always get people every year that are like, I wanted it, and why is it $79 now? I thought it was $69, like every single year. So if you want it at the $69 price, please get it before tomorrow night.
Absolutely, our least favorite thing is saying no to people.
Yes, we do not like saying no. Oh, someone is just a comment and they're chatting back and forth, but I did want to say that the Artist Breeze shirt, they have a version in toddler sizes and they have onesies as well on their website, coupon code in camp. So, and those are like polyester, but feel like cotton. I really like those as well.
I feel like I agree with Penny that the Cricut shirts feel really solid to me, but the onesies feel a little see-through. And that's it. You'd think it would be the same fabric, right? Oh, thank you, Ellie, May. Thank you to our staff. Our amazing staff.
Yes. And
we're all going to sleep all day tomorrow.
I do not buy the warranty with Cricut machines, but I don't buy the warranty with basically anything. So it's just a me thing. I don't buy extended warranties. So I can't tell you whether to do it or not.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Mary asked if you can use A-sub paper and sawgrass. Definitely. You can use any kind of sublimation paper you want in there.
Yes, whatever sublimation paper you would like in any of them. I just throw any sublimation paper I have in any of my printers just to see what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm truly, there's stack over there and some of it doesn't have what it is on the back. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Let's see if it works.
Let's try it.
This one with nothing on the back worked really well.
I just want to make sure it all works well. Okay, well, I think that's it. So thank you all so much for joining us for Sublimation Camp. If you enjoyed the camp, we are so happy. Shout out to all our amazing helpers. We can't do this without them. And stay tuned for more exciting information from us coming soon, I think.
Yes, and a big thank you to all of our camp counselors as well. All of our teachers, they take their time to do this for you guys, and they are amazing. And we absolutely could not do this without them.
Yes, and our amazing sponsors this year, we'll mention them one more time. It was Caesar, Heat Transfer Warehouse, Artist Breeze, Better Day Books, Craft Chameleon, and Silky Socks. So amazing sponsors this year. And check out those coupon codes. They run through the end of the month. So if you decide you need something, be sure to grab those.
Yeah. And if you guys have any additional questions, just ask them in the comments after the video posts, and we'll answer them there.
Yes. So if you're catching the replay, ask whatever you would like, and we will answer it or drop a link to answer that.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. We will see you for our next camp.
All right.